The current content creation scenario can neatly be broken down into two periods of time: pre lockdown and post lockdown. Whether one looks at it within the Indian context or globally, the four major platforms played very different functions pre lockdown. YouTube was for watching medium to long format content with high production quality and professional editing. Instagram was a more intimate medium where the average user posted woke quotes and artistic filtered pictures designed to make one look like the perfect urban liberal. Facebook was for the mom and dad generation, where everyone put stickers for reply and wished relatives on birthdays and festivals. And TikTok was a platform all the previous three platforms looked down upon for its overwhelming cringe content set on some really catchy tunes. But the fundamental difference between pre lockdown and post lockdown behavior is that people consumed content largely based on preference rather than need. There were many other outlets of entertainment and infotainment, which ensured that the job of keeping the user engaged was shared equally between online and offline outlets. However, post lockdown, as everyone got stuck staying at home, the entire brunt of the user engagement fell upon online content. OTT platforms and social media fought the battle against the paradox of shortening attention spans and increasing need for content consumption. This created what I personally like to term as creation sweet spot. This sweet spot needed content that was easy to produce, short, and attention grabbing. TikTok videos or micro content, which are typically 15 to 30 seconds long, fell right into this niche. On 29 June 2020, India banned TikTok, thus forcing YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to open the floodgates of micro content. Reels on Instagram started achieving very high views in very short time, thus slowly pushing its traditionally 1 minute long video and picture posts on the back burner. YouTube introduced Shorts, and Facebook did its own version on reel like videos. Aided by the doom and gloom toll on mental health and monotony of quarantine, the lines between creator and user became much more blurred than before. Amongst this, one of the biggest online trendsetters happened in the form of Yashraj Mukhate and his insanely catchy dialogue based beats. This kind of success fit the creator fairy tale to the last T, a nobody who became famous overnight with millions of views, celebrity reposts, countless interviews, and brand endorsements. Conventional wisdom says one viral video can turn your life around in a single night, so you gotta chase that. Hence, Yashraj Mukhate's success poses a basic conundrum. What is a viral video and what does it imply? To make any sense of this behavior, one has to understand the working principle of what is known as a recommendation algorithm. At the core of it, a recommendation algorithm is a type of information filtering system that seeks to predict the preference a user would give to an item or a content. However, running the race to make one video viral seems fundamentally flawed. A recommendation algorithm does exactly what it says it will do: recommend. It cannot generate likes or shares. Its primary function is visibility. If the algorithm shows your video to, say, 10,000 viewers and none of them like it, then the chain stops there. Without any engagement from users, the algorithm will simply switch to recommending some other content. So, does this mean that the fight for more views is pointless? Not really. Rather, it means that views is just one of the metrics of judging the success of a content. The viewer needs to have a portfolio of content to consume once the visibility has been achieved. So, the biggest lesson to be learned from Yashraj Mukhate's success is not speed, but consistency, quality, and diversity. Starting in 2016, he has since posted thousands of videos across a range of themes like original songs, covers, beat breakdowns, and dialogues on a beat. Consistency, quality, and diversity create something that no single platform can guarantee: a loyal audience base which follows the creator rather than the platform. One of the biggest examples of using this approach successfully is Tanmay Bhatt. After AIB crashed and burnt, Tanmay Bhatt created a personal brand, starting with making gaming live streams fun and easy to consume for the casual viewer, which until this point in the Indian context was restricted to creators like Carrie Minati and 10 to 15-year-old teenage boys demographic. He then moved on to creating a second channel which has more of infotainment content like how to write a joke, personal money management, and discussions on mental health with experts. Post that, he expanded into LinkedIn, where he has marketing and entrepreneurship related content with a huge fan following. Tanmay Bhatt's approach is diverse and takes care of being in the danger of becoming obsolete in tandem with the closure of a single platform, like what happened to a lot of huge creators on TikTok post TikTok ban. So, what helps consistency and diversity? The answer is deceptively simple yet complex at the same time: editing. In the fight against short attention spans, editing has the power to create an illusion of time going slow or fast and acts as the bridge between micro and macro content. If one picks any of the most successful creators, whether in India or abroad, excellent editing emerges as one of the common theme across all of them. Safia Naigard is neither a comedian, a makeup artist, nor a conventional artist like singer or a dancer. Yet, she has over 9 million subscribers on YouTube, average length of videos over 25 minutes, and average views over 7 million per video. Her ASMR inducing style of presentation,
Hello friends and welcome to another video.
depth of research, and an experimentation approach to commonplace things like shopping online and making a cake has carved her a unique niche of wholesome content that appeals to an exceptionally large demographic. The editing on her videos bring to the fore her curiosity towards everyday things, thus creating feelings of wanting to watch the process of creation rather than just the end product for the viewer. On the opposite end of the same spectrum is Krutika, or the Mermaid Scales, who has made one of the most successful transitions from being a TikTok star to Instagram Reels. Her videos have an average length of 10 seconds, no dialogue, and quick transitions based on everyday relatable situations, make her videos ideal for repeated viewing. Looking at older generation of YouTubers like Ryan Higa and Lily Singh, who have been doing this over a decade, one thing is clear: content creation as a full-time career is here to stay. However, emulating extremely successful content creators without accounting for the effort, research, and motivation behind it is problematic. This will most likely lead to spending a lot of money on stuff you don't need or cannot use, and a drastic drop in motivation to consistently produce videos because it's a lot of work. A more realistic approach for new creator would be to start small with things that are easy to do and build on that. At the end of the day, visibility is a launch pad. So go ahead, chase that viral trend. But to stay afloat, you need to back it up with quantity of quality content that reflects your personality, individual thought, and creative expression.